In the midst of tough sanctions, North Korean media has made its first official reference to a second arduous march or period of severe economic hardship. Korean electronics makers are undertaking aggressive marketing tactics to make their products stand apart from Chinese competitors. And more than 6,000 Chinese tourists came to Incheon in a single tourist group to enjoy a Korean drama-inspired chicken and beer party. Hello and welcome to News Today on KBS World. It's Tuesday, March 29th. I'm Luke Clary. Following a series of highly threatening statements in response to tough international sanctions, North Korea made its official reference to a possible second arduous march or period of severe economic hardship. The North Korean media has also been stressing the country's resolve to defend its leader.
This is a North Korean documentary film about young North Korean stormtroopers during the first arduous march in the mid-1990s. The movie claims to have overcome the crisis brought on by Kim Il-sung's death and natural disasters by undergoing an arduous march under the direction of Kim Jong-il.
우리 청년들과 배짱이 통한다고 전적으로 지지해 주신 그 믿음은 고난의 행군길을 헤쳐나간
Having countered the United Nations sanctions with various threats of provocation and economic campaigns, North Korea made its first reference about the possibility of a second arduous march through an official channel. The North Korean media remarked that the road to revolution is long and tough, and that North Koreans may have to go on another arduous march in which they have to chew on plant roots. The media source said that the hardship is a way to fiercely defend the top leadership and demanded that North Koreans swear loyalty to Kim Jong-un. Experts believe that North Korea's recent actions are groundwork to harness the feelings of crisis pervading the country by idolizing Kim Jong-un ahead of the 7th Workers' Party Congress in May.
North Korean media claims that if war breaks out on the Korean peninsula, Seoul residents would flee while South Korean soldiers would commit suicide. Now, this pattern of behavior and rhetoric from the North is reminiscent of its reaction to mine explosions near the DMZ in August of last year.
This video was posted by North Korea on 우리 민족끼리, or Our Race Alone, a website which acts as an outlet for propaganda aimed at South Korea. The video contains sped-up footage of passengers at a train station. Its purpose is to make it appear as if Seoul residents are fleeing the city in the face of North Korea's threats.
남조선 시민들이 서울 시내를 빠져나가는 사실이 드러나 물의를 일으키고 있습니다.
The North also used footage regarding a South Korean reserve soldier being shot last year to produce a preposterous video about widespread suicide among South Korean troops.
전쟁 공포증에 사로잡힌 괴뢰군부 내에서 자살 사건들이 연이어 일어나는 것과 때를 같이하여
The North produced similarly doctored videos about chaos in the South triggered by the fear of war the day after its landmine provocation in August last year.
인천에 있는 한 백화점에서는 아침부터 사람들이 몰려와 라면과 음료수, 식용 기름 등을 무더기로 사가고 있으며
Analysts say North Korea's absurd propaganda represents the growing anxiety in the regime as a result of mounting pressure from the international community.
A counterfeit 100 yuan banknote has been discovered for the first time since the bill was newly issued in China last year. North Korea has long been accused of counterfeiting American dollars and is now suspected of counterfeiting the Chinese banknote.
This is a counterfeit of the new 100 yuan banknote found at a bank in the city of Shaoxing in Zhejiang province, China. Worth about $15 US, the newly issued 100 yuan banknote is the highest denomination bill in Chinese currency. The counterfeit was found just 4 months after the new banknote went into circulation last November.
一家银行收缴了一张新版的100元假钞，这也是当地金融机构收缴的首张新版100元假钞。
It is still unknown how the fake note was made or circulated. Nonetheless, some have risen the possibility that the bogus bill was made in North Korea. Previously, the Chinese police have said that circumstances indicate that North Korean-made counterfeits have been in circulation secretly in Inner Mongolia, Dalian in Liaoning Province, and Tongzhou in Jiangsu Province since 2011. Chinese law enforcement authorities said at the time that the North Korean forgeries were hard to distinguish even with a commercial counterfeit detector, much less with the naked eye. Police warnings are being circulated on the internet again, stoking the suspicion that North Korea may be behind the new counterfeit Chinese banknotes.
The global consumer electronics market has seen sweeping changes due to the rise of China. Korean makers of consumer electronics that once dominated the market have embarked on more aggressive marketing to make their products stand apart from Chinese competitors.
Ultra-high-resolution televisions that are thinner than smartphones. Refrigerators that become translucent when a user taps on them and open their doors when the user's foot is held close by. The combined price of the television and refrigerator surpasses $17,000, similar to the price of a passenger car. These high-end products were unveiled recently by LG Electronics.
초프리미엄 가전의 시대를 열어갈 수 있게 되었다고 생각합니다. 삶의 품격을 느낄 수 있도록 할 것입니다.
Meanwhile, Samsung Electronics unveiled a pricey refrigerator costing up to $6,500 that was developed with the help of famed chefs. Just 1 year after their release, 20,000 refrigerators were sold. The operating profit of low-cost electronics is about 4%. But the figure rises to over 9% for high-end products. In other words, the operating profit for an 80-cent product is just 4 cents, whereas it is as high as 90 cents for every $8.5 product. This means that selling one high-end product is more profitable than selling 20 low-cost ones. What's more, the premium television and refrigerator market continues to grow exponentially. Experts say that by raising brand value through higher quality, it will be easier for Korean manufacturers to outperform their Chinese rivals in the low-cost product market.
An increasing number of cutting-edge unmanned equipment is being introduced to the Korean farming sector. Now, these easy-to-use precision machines are expected to boost farming output in rural communities with largely elderly populations.
A drone flies over expansive wheat and barley fields. A near-infrared ray camera fixed on the drone takes detailed photographs of the field from 150 meters up. These images provide a sweeping look at crop growth conditions. The area marked green indicates crops rich in chlorophyll with fast-growing leaves. The reddish area implies that it is in need of fertilizer or water.
객관적 과학적 조사로 작황 정보의 신뢰도를 향상시킬 수 있으며 시기별 작황 정보 생산을 통한 식량 수급 안정화에 기여할 수 있습니다.
This tractor is operated without a driver. Upon entering a course, the unmanned tractor is capable of tilling the fields with GPS signals received in real time. It is so precise that the margin of error is only 2 centimeters. There is equipment that harvests only ripe red strawberries by distinguishing the right color. North Jeolla Province is subsidizing R&D projects to commercialize cutting-edge farming robots. They're also reviewing a group purchase option to lower the price of acquiring automatic farming equipment.
More than 6,000 Chinese tourists came to Incheon in a single tourist group. Korean pop culture certainly played a role in bringing them to Korea. Take a look at a chicken and beer party that the Chinese guests enjoyed on Wolmi Island.
A 300-meter section of the Wolmi Island coast in Incheon is packed with tables. This is a venue of a so-called chicken and beer party that was organized for some 4,500 Chinese tourists. The tourists sample Korean cuisine, take pictures, and enjoy Korean culture that they had previously seen only on TV.
我要告诉我的家人还有朋友有机会的话一定要到韩国的仁川来吃这个炸鸡喝啤酒
6,000 employees of a Chinese cosmetics company traveled to Korea last weekend. They are by far the largest single tourist group to visit Korea, and they are breaking multiple records. The party involved 1,500 fried whole chickens. More than 10 restaurants in Incheon had to fry at least 100 chickens each to fill the order. More than 4,500 cans of beer were delivered to the party. If piled up, their combined height would reach 760 meters, or 1.6 times as high as Mount Mani on Ganghwa Island. The tourists were escorted by 300 tour guides, transported in 140 tour buses, and stayed in 1,500 hotel rooms. The Korea Tourism Organization expects the Chinese tourists to spend approximately $23 million during their stay in Korea.
Three-dimensional virtual reality images are not only the hottest thing in photography, but also in advertisements and music videos. Previously, 360-degree cameras were known to be quite cumbersome and expensive, but they're shrinking in both size and price to make them a more versatile tool in many areas.
This man, whose pastime used to be bicycle riding, now has a new hobby. He travels around the country to take 3D pictures and videos with his 360-degree camera and posts the images on his social networking sites.
사진을 찍었을 때는 좀 그냥 1차원적인 평면적인 느낌만 나가지고 좀 심심했었는데 360도 카메라를 찍다 보니까 전체를 다 볼 수 있어서 되게 재밌었던 것 같아요.
Three-dimensional images have been flooding online sites recently. One-person media has cropped up following music videos and ads produced by a single person. Moreover, attempts have been made recently to even produce news with 3D images. In the past, several cameras had to be connected in order to shoot a 360-degree image. But nowadays, all you need is a single camera with advanced features. Plus, it's smaller in size and lower in price. The global virtual reality market is expected to exceed $1 trillion by 2020. As virtual reality technology is regarded as a new growth engine, the competition among tech companies is growing fiercer to take a bigger chunk of the lucrative market.
Movie posters play a big role when it comes to promoting films. The competition for creating more eye-catching posters is intensifying amid fierce competition in the film industry. Here's more in today's entertainment news.
A photo shoot for a movie poster lasts more than 10 hours. A team consisting of more than 30 experts creates hundreds of candidate posters. The team works all night long to come up with a single main poster. Posters for movies starring famous actors tend to emphasize the characters and feature large images of the cast's faces.
영화 내용을 잘 모를 때 아무래도 포스터를 보면은 누가 출연했는지 나오잖아요.
Sometimes movie posters are customized according to the viewer's needs in each specific country to ensure the movie's success overseas.
인터내셔널 용에는 그런 게 좀 많이 부각이 덜 돼 있는 부분이 있어요. 배우에 좀 포커스를 많이 해야 되지 않나라는 얘기가 커가지고.
Comical, retro-style posters that were introduced by a multiplex theater on April Fool's Day last year received rave reviews from viewers. A humorous meme based on the poster for the movie The Himalayas inspired the public to try the trick with other posters as well. Competition to produce eye-catching movie posters continues to intensify in the film industry.
Spring is in the air, and many people are starting to pay more attention to what they're wearing and how they look. Today, we take a look at the spring trends in the world of fashion and makeup. Dongdaemun in Seoul is known as a haven of fashion. The apparel stores are full of items featuring bright colors. Let's find out more about the latest fashion trends this spring. The most eye-catching trend is large, flowery patterns. They're bigger and bolder this year.
하체가 빈약하신 분은 화려한 꽃무늬 스커트로, 상체가 빈약하신 분은 꽃무늬 블라우스나 자켓을 선택하면 도움이 됩니다.
White shirts matched with wide pants are also in vogue this spring. A white shirt helps accentuate the waistline, and you can spice up the look in various ways. As to the pants, they're even wider than last year. Finally, the third trend that rules the fashion scene this spring is folded fabrics, especially pleats and frills.
플리츠는 정말 종이 접듯이 딱 접힌 걸 기계로 눌러서 만든 거를 이제 플리츠이고, 러플 장식은 좀 더 손맛이 느껴지는 장식이라고 할 수 있겠습니다.
Pleated skirts made of light fabrics are perfect for creating a vivacious look befitting the coming spring. Frills can be used anywhere, on the neck, shoulders, chest, and pockets. Now, let's take a look at the latest makeup trends.
조금 봄, 여름 시즌 같은 경우는 좀 화사하고 가벼우면서 조명에 받은 듯한 메이크업으로 하는 게 유행이에요.
This is so-called strobing makeup. It originates from strobe lights used in photography. First of all, apply some makeup base to make your skin look even. Next, fill in the empty spots in your eyebrows with eyeshadow, but don't overdo it. Then apply a lipstick or a tint to your lips to make them look as natural as possible. The highlight of the strobing makeup is, naturally, highlighting. Mix some oil balm or Vaseline with glitter powder at a 2-to-1 ratio. Highlight your face not only in the T-zone, but also away from your eyebrows and down to your cheekbones in a semi-oval shape. This will make your face look slimmer and fresher.
스트로빙 메이크업이 끝났습니다.
With these tips, you can create a stylish and fresh look this spring. And now we'll take a look at the markets, followed by the world weather. And that's it for this edition of News Today. Thanks so much for being with us. We'll see you again at the same time tomorrow. Goodbye.